Hello everyone, it is Tat from All Ages Geek, and we're here with Nadja from Blerdy Otome. I'm super excited to meet you in person because we've been following your stuff for a while. Can you kind of tell us a little bit more about what your site basically does?
A lot.
That's it, that's the interview, we're done.
A lot. Yep, that's it. Blerdy Otome, I do reviews for indie games, Otome games, BL, sometimes manga when the spirit moves me. I do interviews with indie devs, news posts, and yeah, whatever the spirit moves me to do.
Yeah. What has been your favorite thing so far? Because working with indie creators in general, it's you hear a lot of different types of stories from them. What has been your favorite thing so far being in this type of field?
Oof. Okay. So I have a lot of favorite things, but I think the two, I'll keep it simple. One is getting to talk to the devs and kind of getting insight into how they make the games and what goes on behind the scenes, and actually talking to them because they're people.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get kind of caught up in the fact that it's a game. So you think, oh, this big company or these big people, they're so important, they're doing all these things, but they're just like us at home, doing stuff, playing games themselves. And getting to know them, talking with them, seeing what they like, seeing what inspirations go into the games that they make. Talking to people who are publishers, seeing what they like about games, because they love games too. That's why they're in this business. And I think the second thing would be when I get messages from folks who say I didn't know there were black girls out there playing these games, or I didn't know there was a game about this character that's just like me. I would have never discovered this game if you hadn't posted about it. I had somebody reach out and say, I'm non-binary, and you did a list of LGBTQ plus games, and there were a lot of games with non-binary characters in them, and they're like, I never thought there were any characters like that in games. I never thought I was seen in a game.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to download all of these games and play them and see what happens.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. If I inspire somebody to find a game that's for them, or to just go play a game they didn't think they were going to like because I decided I wanted to get it for 5 minutes, it really does make me happy. It's really exciting for me.
What kind of inspired you to really start doing your website and your streaming and all? It sounds like it's going to be a funny story because you're laughing. I'm kind of scared. What inspired you to make it?
I'm laughing because everyone assumes that I did it because I wanted to branch out and talk to other people in the gaming space and make connections with people like me who like the same games. Honestly, no. I was in grad school in 2015. I was global and community health. And I was working on my capstone research project, which was very, very, very boring because they did not pick the topic that I wanted to do.
Okay, got you.
So we instead had to do adolescent injury rates. It's boring.
Yeah.
Children fall. They break bones. There's no rocket science there. It's simple.
It's there.
But I had to research.
Yeah.
I had to do statistics.
Okay, got you. Boring.
It was very boring. And I was getting really burned out on this project. And I was like, okay, I'm tired of watching this Judy Garland marathon on TCM. I need to do something else.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to not write because I knew if I stopped writing when I had to come back to my project, it would be 10 times worse because I had stopped writing.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I have this WordPress account I created 3,000 years ago and don't do anything with. I'll start a blog.
Yeah.
And then I started it, and I just started writing randomness.
Yeah.
A lot of my early posts were not even game related.
Okay.
They were completely random.
Yeah.
I think the very first game I wrote about was Dramatical Murder.
Oh, love that. Yay.
It's always funny. My first review was not an Otome game, it was a
Yeah,
BL game,
of course.
which is my first love. But yeah, that's kind of how it started. And over the years, Blerdy Otome has kind of grown into something else, because when I first started, it was called Nice Job Breaking It Hero. Because as a grad student, it's a TV trope.
Okay.
It's when a hero does something that they think is good, but ends up making everything 10 times worse.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt like that was fitting for my life. I was like, I think I'm doing the right thing, and then I have student loan debt. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to start this job. It's going to be great. And I was like, I hate it here.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of where I was. And then over time, as I started writing more and getting more into games and indie games especially, I realized I should probably adapt to what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I stopped and I was like, okay, so what names could I do? I came up with 3 names. Blerdy Otome was one of them. They all had blurred in them.
Yeah.
And I asked a friend, I said, pick the one that looks like it sounds the best.
Yeah, I got you.
And she's like, this one, Blerdy Otome. I get it, like nerdy, but blurred. And then Otome, because you like Otome games. And I was like, and I'm a maiden, so it works at 2 levels.
There you go.
So yeah, that's kind of how I got to where I am. And then, like I said, from there, it's just been a really great way to connect with other people like you. And, you know, with creators and devs and just people who are interested in the same thing. I still find it really weird that people show up to my streams and sit there for hours while I don't play the game. Or I decide to cheat on my husband Shane with my ex-husband Alex and Stardew. You know, just life.
Just life happens, you know, it's life. Where do you kind of see this going in the next few years or so? Like, what are your goals? You know, kind of that vibe. 5-year goals. Tell me.
This is like a job interview. Everybody asks this question. I'm like, I'm not sure. I didn't think that far. Honestly, with Blerdy Otome, it's something that I do because it's fun.
Yeah.
And that's always kind of been my driving force. If it stops being fun, I will stop. I will absolutely stop.
Yeah.
But I am in a weird space where I kind of want to grow.
Yeah.
And I want to expand and I want to do different things, but I also am kind of like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Where do I go? Because like I started with the blog and then I started streaming in 2021, I think.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a natural next step because you're playing games and it's a visual medium, so you kind of want to show people you playing the games in real time and reacting, because my reactions apparently are funny. I don't really.
You should do a reaction with us. Come on the channel. We're inviting you. This is the actual reason I'm doing this. Come do reactions with us.
I would do it.
I'm serious.
I would totally do it. I'm being serious.
We'll talk.
Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. But yeah, I just like the biggest thing that I want to work on is the YouTube channel. Right now, I'm kind of dumping a lot of my streams on there, and I want to do. I don't know if I want to do reviews right this second because they take time and tech skills that I don't really have.
Yeah.
But like, I did a rant about the new Hakuoki port, which.
God, that face. It says it all.
We have 10 Hakuoki ports on 50 different devices. Why do we need another one on the Switch? If it's your first time playing, fine. But come on, it's on every console except for Xbox at this point. Like, give me something new.
Yeah.
But I want to do more like that because like they kind of happen unprompted a lot of times because I'm just thinking about something and I say it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you should do that as a video. And I'm like,
you should. No, you have the energy.
I should, but that's a thought.
No, you should. You're Virgo. It's gonna take you time to decide, and I'm deciding here for you. Do it.
Always somebody's like, you should do it. And I'm like, you know what, I should.
I should, but
if I do that, I have to do X, Y, Z. And they're like, but you should just do it. Like,
my best friend is a Virgo. Shout out to Clarence. Hey, Clarence. He's the same exact way. He's the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta do it. But I do want to expand on the video content because again, people are reading, but they also like visual things.
Stuff. Yeah.
It's easier to watch a video than to sit and read a God knows how long review.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what I want to start working on in the near future.
Yeah.
As far as 5-year goals, I would like to pay my rent. I would like to pay my rent with something.
Support on Ko-Fi.
Yeah, right now, Twitch and the site, they pay for my phone bill maybe.
Yeah.
If I squint. Maybe some food, you know? Maybe. But like, my 9 to 5 pays for everything else.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's kind of what I would like to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to put stuff behind a paywall.
Yeah.
I still want everything to be free for folks because, again, me personally, when something's behind a paywall, I'm like, not worth it.
Yeah.
Unless there's a, wait, I should have asked this before I came on. Can I say?
Yes, you can say anything.
Cool. Unless there's a penis involved, I'm not paying for it. I pay for many a Patreon because they're uncensored webcomics. Because I want to see the penis. I'm not paying for any less.
I love the honesty. I love the honesty here. I have 2 more questions for you. My next question is, without thinking, name 3 games. Doesn't have to be your favorite, but 3 game recommendations. Without thinking. You can't think. So 3 games, quick.
Ace Attorney.
Okay.
Always, because I love Ace Attorney so much. Oh my god, we need more Ace Attorney. I am so excited we got the Apollo Justice trilogy, even though it's not really an Apollo Justice trilogy, it's more like an Apollo Justice game and 2 Phoenix games, but whatever, you know, we're not picky. Oh my
No
god.
thinking.
Persona 5 Royal or 3 Reload. I'm playing both at the same time, and I've told that, why would you do that to yourself? And I'm like, because it's my comfort game. I like killing shadows in the dungeons.
It's fine.
And smooshing the characters together later. You know, life. And I feel like people are going to want me to say it over.
Don't think.
I know.
Okay, the first one that comes to your mind without thinking. Don't think, you're thinking, I can tell.
I am thinking.
Stop, this is pressure. Don't think.
I can't not think. I'm a Virgo. That's what we do. I mean, I'm playing Tengoku. It's weird.
Okay.
I don't know how much. Well, I can talk about it. I just can't say like
Say much.
details.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's by the same folks who did Olympia Soiree, which I love. Really great example of how to do fantasy racism correctly. A lot of people are like, this game is racist, and I was like, you are not a person of color. So you're making up for years of white guilt. This is not a bad example of racism in a game. This is actually the best example I've ever seen. Good job, Otome. Never thought I'd say that you made a really good racist Otome.
You heard it here first.
Her game about racism. I should say racist Otome. But yeah, Tengoku Struggle. I've been looking forward to this game. It's one of the ones that I was like really excited when they announced the localization. It's kind of a comedy, kind of serious. It's about a girl. She is a Hell Guardian, and she is tasked with tracking down some prisoners who've escaped from Hell.
Okay.
And there's like all these levels of hell, and there's like 5,000 different ways you can go to hell. One of which, if you are a woman and you have a period and you bleed on things, you can go to hell for that. Bleeding on stuff sends you to hell, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, they also have a very interesting hell for queer individuals.
Okay.
Which had me going, y'all wrote that on paper?
Okay.
You wrote that on paper and you said that was a smart thing. 'Cause at first it was like, if you know, are with someone of the same sex, you go to hell, just period. But then they were like, we modernized it, guys. What? You only go to hell if you're gay and a murderer. And I was like,
Dante's Inferno.
Right. Yeah. I was like, but that's also dumb. Like you have a hell for murders. Why do you need to specify?
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Otome games.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, she's tasked with going and finding these prisoners, and to help her, she's sent with four other prisoners from like the super hells.
Yeah. Okay.
They're from different super hells where they've been tortured for years.
Okay.
And they have to go with her, and they have to kind of find these guys, but they're misogynists. They hate women.
Wow, this sounds intense.
Yes,
I'm not gonna listen.
It's really weird. They hate women,
Okay.
and she hates men. So it's a perfect match for everybody. They're also from time periods where like women's rights were not a thing.
Okay.
So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not selling it. I really am not the way I'm saying it right now. But like, it's actually really interesting because you kind of see them get to know her and kind of soften on their ideals about women in the process. And she starts to feel a little differently about guys too. And it's just really fun. And it's kind of modern.
Yeah.
And weird.
It sounds very intense.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. Did that just come out?
It comes out on April 4th. It's
Okay.
not out just yet.
Yeah.
But the UI is really pretty.
Okay, that's important.
Prettiest I've ever seen. The characters are very nice.
Love that.
They get shirtless in the prologue.
Even better.
So you don't have to worry about waiting for the nipless wonders. But yeah.
Oh my god, you're hilarious.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun with it if I, had more time to sit and play.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
When you get back from PAX.
Yes, true. I'll have 2 days off from work to play to my heart's content.
I'm proud of you.
Or sleep, whichever comes first.
And then my last, this is hilarious. My last question for you is, I guess, where can people support you? And if you have any other things you want to include, feel free to.
Well, you can just send the money directly to me. I can give you my bank account information. I'm joking. I'm not.
Right here.
I'm joking. I'm not. If you'd like, you could send a check to the Department of Education on my behalf. Just put my name on it. They'll just put it in the bucket of my student loans. That would be appreciated. If every, 200,000 people gave $1, I'd be debt free. Let's go.
Let's go. Do it right now.
But no, seriously. But
Ko-Fi.
yeah, you can find me on the interwebs as Blerdy Otome everywhere. I'm on just about everything. If you find somebody on a social media platform that is Blerdy Otome and it's not me, let me know, because I need to have a conversation with somebody. I am most active on Twitter. I refuse to call it by its stripper name. Instagram, Blue Sky.
I'm dead.
I say it on Twitch all the time. I was like, I refuse to call it by its stripper name. I'm not
I love
doing
that.
And there's of course my site, blerdyotome.com. If you want to support, I have a Ko-Fi. It's not Blerdy Otome, it's Poke Ninja 90. Because that was my username before, and then I just,
I don't think you could change it, probably.
I mean, I could, but then there's more work.
Effort.
It's fine. It's fine. You can support me on Ko-Fi. It's everywhere. Literally, if you want the link, it's in my card. It's on my pinned tweet.
It'll be linked down below.
It's on my site.
It's
on
there.
every review. You'll find a way.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to subscribe to the Twitch channel, that also puts money in my pockets. Or if you just want to say, hi, I'd love to buy you this game, I have a Steam curator page. That's Blerdy Otome. It's actually Blerdy Otome.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for doing this. This is really funny. I'm not going to lie. This is probably one of the funnier ones that we had all 3 days we've been here. So thank you for being my last interview, and a fun one, too.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
When you asked, I was like,
You're like,
I'm not exciting. I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm here. Hi.
Well, you're funny, so yay.
I get that a lot. And I don't think I'm funny. I just exist.
Lies, you know you're funny.
Not even. Not a little bit. I just be chilling.
Well, you can expect to see her doing some reactions with us, so stay tuned for that at some point this year or next year. Who knows?
Regrets her choices.
No, I won't.
Everybody says that. And then they put me on. You should have seen Axis Games when they had me on that stream. And I was like, can I say this? And they're like, perhaps don't say that many F-bombs. And I was like,
okay.
Fair.
We're from Jersey, though, so we curse a lot. So you'll fit in. It's fine.
It slipped out. And I said it, and I was like, well, shoot. Sound the ether. I said Jack John should have been a BL on Axis stream in real time. And they let me say it.
And they let you? It's okay. Get away with it. It's fine.
I still think it should be a BL,
Yeah.
but let me pull out my dissertation, my thesis.
I'm ready. Here's the PowerPoint. Anything else you would like to say at all?
I don't know, man. Have fun.
Yeah, have fun.
Enjoy.
Have fun with life.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yes.
Okay.
You shouldn't compete with anyone.
Exactly.
Compete with yourself. And, maybe play a game or take a nap, whatever.
Or both.
Or all of them. All
Exactly.
of the above.
All
All
right.
at once.
Bye. Oh my God.